19 degrees. Time to focus in on business. Our business editor, Mike Eppel, joining us now. Mike, the Greek debt proposal being voted on looks quite familiar, I'd say.
Yeah, a lot of people going, wait, what? What did they do? They've submitted a 13-page proposal to Eurozone creditors, Ted, and it looks surprisingly similar to the one that was given back on June 26th, 2 weeks ago, which of course was rejected in that referendum for Greek citizens. So the voters in Greece said, no, we don't like that proposal, but the Greek government apparently has blinked and says, okay, we're willing to talk about a $59 billion bailout, austerity measures, tax increases on retail sales, and an increase in the age eligibility for pensioners. So we may finally see some resolution on that whole Greek debt drama over the course of this weekend. And as a matter of fact, we're seeing a big stock market rally right off the bat this morning with the TSX and Dow Jones both up better than 100 points in the opening minutes. Of course, yesterday we saw the TSX open strongly, only to reverse and then drop 133 by the close. So we'll see if, in fact, this gain in the early trade will hold. Stocks rallied again in China. We've been talking a lot about the Chinese equity market for volatility and the impact of its, its global size and scope on our economy. Let's face it, there's a lot of trade between Canada and China and oil demand and that sort of thing. Well, the rally in stocks there jumped into almost 5% today. Lots of government intervention, but that market has recuperated 10% in 2 trading days. Unemployment data in from Stats Canada this morning, and it was a number that won't really necessarily help resolve a dilemma for the Bank of Canada. 6,500 jobs lost. The Alberta unemployment rate holding steady. Quebec lost over 30,000 jobs, but overall, the economy created a lot of full-time positions. So very much a mixed signal. We had that negative reading on GDP, trade, other factors. The Bank of Canada makes a decision on interest rates next Wednesday. Do they cut rates again to try to spur things on a little bit? But flip side, do they risk overheating the housing market, specifically in Toronto and Vancouver, create a bubble in real estate? It's going to be a very interesting interest rate call coming up next week. And quickly, pop quiz, what's the price of a Canadian stamp? Well, of course, the price of a stamp not on the face of stamps today, but it's actually 85 cents, went up last year significantly. It's going up again in early January next year. Canada Post saying they need more money. 90 cents will be the price. They have to offset rising costs, even though fewer Canadians are sending letters. Those numbers have dropped dramatically over the past number of years. It's all about email. Right? Easier to hit send as opposed to going to the super mailbox.
True enough.
Back to you.
All right, good stuff. Thank you, Mike. Have a good weekend. That's our business editor, Mike Eppel, reporting this morning. You can hear Mike on 660 News at 26 and 56 after the hour.
BT's Market Report is brought to you by 660 News.
That is your news to 741, a nice 19 degrees already this morning. Heading over to Tara Sloan.
Thank you, Ted. Might be a good weekend to be in an air-conditioned movie theater, and you're in luck. There's lots out there for moviegoers, including this one, Minions. Coming up after the break, Louis B. Hobson with his weekend movie reviews.